Hi guys, welcome to the workshop. In today's video I wanted to share with you a really quick tip on something you can do with some of those plywood scraps that you might have left over after a project. So stick around. So throughout my time here in my workshop, I've bought a lot of 3/4 inch Baltic birch plywood. And I'm talking about the good quality kind. It's got a good veneer on both sides. It's really good and sturdy and stable. It stays nice and straight. Doesn't couple on you like some of the really cheap plywood does. But I end up a lot of scraps, stuff, like this. And what I have found very useful for these are to use them for straight edges when you are clamping something. And there's a couple little things you can do even beyond that to make them even more valuable in your shop. And let me show you what I mean. Okay, so say you're going to glue up 3 of these boards together. For the sake of this video, just imagine you've got maybe 12 of these things, or a bunch of these. And it's so easy to just go to Harbor Freight and buy one of these bar clamps. They're very inexpensive, and you could just do the layout, lay them out and go across. But sometimes all that's going to do is give you clamping pressure this way. You don't really have anything this way. There are clamps for that, but I find just using scrap pieces of plywood. So what you can do instead is take your boards, and once again, just imagine this is longer, be a lot easier. You put your other board on top, and take your clamps. You're going to need 2 clamps for this. Put one on one end, tighten it down. And then I normally go on the opposite side of what I did in the other clamp. Get that started, pinch them nice and close together. You can actually use another clamp there and pinch it down. Now, you could still use a bar clamp on this to give you pressure this way. Doing this will keep all of these forced in line. It's essentially doing the same thing that you could accomplish by putting a clamp over top one of the joints. The only problem is you may not be able to reach every single one, and you can actually do this far into a board. So if you've got a really long board, you can do this 6 inches in, then you can go in the middle, do it again, and keep going as many times as you want, and that'll actually keep all these nice and flush. Okay, so that alone will save you tons of time, and it will actually save you buying specialty clamps to do that when you can just use these boards. I tend to keep probably about 5 to 6 of these just sitting on a shelf in my workshop. But to take it any further, obviously if you use these and you're using it on glue, the chances are they are going to stick to your glue because it's wood, glue. What you can do to avoid that is you can do one of 3 things. You could actually put some painter's tape on it, and then that way it'll stick to this, and all you've got to do is take the painter's tape and just rip it off, and then you'll have a clean board again. That's one thing you could do. Another thing you can do is actually take some clear packaging tape and coat the entire board with that, and you essentially could do the same thing. And a lot of times you could actually pick the glue off of that and leave the tape on it. And another thing you can do is actually use some wax, and I've got paste wax in my shop, so that would work perfectly. Candle wax would work. Any kind of wax, just completely coat the thing, or just coat the area that you know is going to come in contact with glue, and that'll keep the glue from sticking to it. Okay guys, so I hope this video has helped you out. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know if this has helped you out, or if this is something that you do, or if you've got something that you do different. Let me know below. We can all help each other out and work together as a team. So thank you for watching this video. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time right here in the workshop.